Well, I really don't know what to do there. Guys, this is aggravating to me to no end. The first few times I used this camera, this is the AS30V, the Sony Action Cam. The first couple times I used it, it hooked up to the phone just fine. Now it won't, and I don't know what the heck is wrong. Everything is on that's supposed to be on. Stupid. Anyway, so the boxes on the BMW have this little thing and a deal to clamp onto, and when you put them on, it's really easy. I hope you can see this. Shift up a little bit. When you put them on, you just hook this little thing and this little thing like this, and these two hooks go in here. When I bought this bike, those weren't on there, so it just sets like that. That clicks down, this clicks forward, and then you lock this with this so that nobody can take it off, and that's it. That's the box on the bike, right? And you can put one on each side, obviously, right? Well, one of the first rides we went out and did, one of my boxes started to fall off. Son of a gun. So I strapped it back up with, oh, what do you call those? Motorcycle straps. I had a couple of them, so I strapped it back up and held it on, and we made the trip. We finished the trip. That was when Ben and I went out to Death Valley. Anyway, that worked pretty good. I got back, I got this piece of aluminum flat bar, and I drilled the holes only in the extensions. One of the things I learned on that trip is you can extend these out. They're called Vario cases. They extend out and they give you more luggage capacity. It's really easy to overload them with that, so I don't want to ever, actually I can show you because it's not locked in. Let's think about that. You take this, oops, like that. You take this little bar and you go like that, and you get, you know, a little more room. Anyway, I decided I'm never going to do that again because these boxes can't handle that kind of weight. I mean, they can't. So, I took this piece of aluminum flat bar. I had these bolts left over. These actually came off of the bike. When I mounted the crash guards on the engine, some of the stuff that you had to do, was replace some of the fasteners. So I had these left over. They're original to the bike. I drilled holes in this aluminum flat bar. I took one of these and I cut it. I'll roll a picture in there if that's not good enough. And then I tapped these holes with it instead of going and buying the tool. I just ground it down so that it was a little more conical at the end, and then I put flat spots in it so that they would cut. Because it's not super strong steel, but it is stronger steel. And this is just aluminum. So anyway, I cut these 4 holes. This goes between the bars, the boxes at the bottom, and it just gives it one more solid point. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. It just gives it one more solid point to hold on to. Here's a picture of it all put together. Anyway, today is grown-up adulting day. You go out and do the adult stuff. Yeah, one of the downsides to that is I can't just get a wild hair and take the boxes off and ride the bike without the boxes. It makes it hard to do because it's a little more work to take the stupid things off. Anyway, I hope you can see this all right. It really aggravates me that this thing's not hooking up to the phone. So, anyway, yeah, today is adulting day. I paid all the bills for the month, and then I went and bought the auto insurance for the 2 cars and the 3 motorcycles. I didn't insure 2 of the bikes last year because they weren't tagged. This year I am. I think this year I'm finally going to bring myself to sell the Harley. I'm going to have to, because in California I just can't afford to tag these vehicles, all of them, and insure them. My annual insurance for all 5 vehicles is over $3,000. The tags on the cars are $300 and something a pop. Close to $400 on that one, I think, the Pathfinder. And then the bikes are anywhere from $100 to $200 a year. So while I was out doing my adult stuff, put my big boy pants on and paying all them bills, I rode the motorcycle. What are you doing? There you go. I rode the motorcycle to AAA. I rode the motorcycle to AAA to pay the insurance, and I noticed this thing made a kind of a weird noise. And I'll be honest, it's been over a year since I watched the videos on how to do what I'm doing right now, so I might totally be messing up. But somewhere here, I've already bought the brake pads. I think I bought them 2 years ago. I don't remember. But I heard like a kind of a grinding noise back here, and I don't know if that's just dirt in there, because I did get this dirty a few weeks ago and I haven't washed it, because let's be honest, it looks cool with a little bit of dirt splattered on it. I hope that's not costing me. That thing's for mounting the thing, the mud guard. Anyway, I think that feels like crap back there. I gotta look at that. I gotta look at that real quick. Yeah, oh yeah, that's golding. That's what that grinding noise was, so that sucks. That sucks. I'm in the way. Yep. Well, I wish there was a little more of an indication on this, because that's the first time it's made that noise. That is the first time that has made that noise. So I'm going to bring you in a little closer. I'm going to have to go get my ponytail thing, because this long hair is starting to really get on the nerves here. So anyway, yeah, you can see that's probably going to have to be machined down. This is close. This is gone. I wish it had made a little more noise earlier on. That just flops out of there. Is that how that goes? I guess so. Now, yeah, they both do that. So let me grab a thingy-majig real quick. Yeah, that's exactly what that does. And I'm betting that if I pull that clip, let me go grab a gel real quick. I hope you can see that. Yeah, my hair's gotten just long enough to put in a ponytail, kind of, but it won't hold unless I've got a hat, which is aggravating because I don't want to wear a hat. That little pin comes out of there, and they both just seem to flop out. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the ticket. Oh, come on, dude. I hope you can see that. It's really driving me nuts. Alright, what am I doing wrong now? Yeah, look at that. Hold on, I feel stupid. I wish that made a little bit more noise. Actually, I'm gonna leave that on there. Right now, I'm gonna go find the brake pads. I think they're right here. Yes, they are. I think they're the same front and back. Nope, those aren't them. Neither is them. Neither is them. I'm probably gonna have to buy a new rotor, guys, because that is galled up a bit. These go in the front, I believe. Yes, they do. Very much so they do. Okay, yeah. These are the front brakes. I don't think I have rear brake pads. No, I do not. So, that's me not riding the BMW for a little while. That really sucks. That really sucks. I think when I ordered those brake pads, they were for the front, and you know what? Since I'm doing these, I'll just go ahead and do those. And yeah, what I'll do is I'll roll those pictures in for you guys so you can see them too. I'll put everything loosely back on so that I don't forget. Yeah, I'll put everything back on loosely right now so that I don't forget where it goes. And this piece of equipment is red tagged. No mas operators, por favores. I think this is going to have to go in first. As the text said. Anyway, so I put all of the stuff back onto Brunhilde the way I found it, but loose. That particular piece of equipment is red tagged for the time being. And by red tagged, I do mean everybody who potentially would operate that piece of equipment has been communicated to. We're not operating that equipment until repairs have been made. Everybody includes and excludes anybody but this guy right here. So as you can see, Brunhilde is in the corner. Yes, people do push baby in a corner. Actually, I rode Ben's bike today. The insurance is paid up on it. The tags will be paid up in 2 weeks, I'm going to say. And I actually might shoot a video from Ben's bike. It's been a while since I've done that. That bike sat for almost a year. I brought it out and ran it occasionally. I had him run it occasionally. He is rusty. He needs to practice, but that's a whole nother video. Anyway, Brunhilde is down because of my stupidity. I should have checked that. I knew that those brake pads were getting thin. I forgot about it. I should have checked it as the weather started turning nice again. Yeah, I went down. I bought the insurance for all the vehicles for the year, and I came back. I was buying gas to put in the bike so I could ride it out to the range tomorrow. And as I was pulling to the gas station, I was kind of go heavy on those back brakes. I use them a lot. They help balance things. So I heard them kind of make a noise, and sure enough, it was metal on metal. Dang it. I should have checked that. I wish they had some wear indicators. I know if they did, they would be way too far in and they would start way too early. Grow up, dude. Pay attention to what's going on. So now, not only am I buying a rotor, not only am I buying pads, no drums. Not only am I buying pads, I'm also buying a rotor and all of the screws that hold the rotor to the flange that mounts that wheel. I'm gonna have to find a way to center. Let me fix this real quick because it's driving me crazy, even if you can't tell. Right, we're level again. So yeah, I should have checked that, didn't check that. I want to say I was gonna put on the video calling my supplier for parts for my BMW, and I gotta tell you, they have been great. The dealership in Fresno, Herwalt Motorsports, has been outstanding, and for parts that I can't get and by any other means, they are terrific. They have always taken care of me. I did get a hold of them off camera, and I did get a quote for parts. It was between $400 and $500 to fix that little problem right there. I posted on Facebook, oh man, and Brent at Adventure Center Power Sports, you might remember that name for that bike shop from the Royal Enfield, not the Himalayan, the Royal Enfield video where I rode the Classic 500. They are our local Royal Enfield dealer. They're also the Husqvarna dealer. He used to be the KTM dealer. There is nothing more important in life than the friendships and the bonds you make with the people around you. For more reasons than this, when you find people that you can gel with and you get along with and you can be loyal to, and people who will be loyal to you, there is nothing more valuable in this life than that right there. That is the most important thing that you will have. As you do unto the least of these, so you do unto me, said Jesus. And Yeshua was his actual name, not Jesus. The friendships that you make in this life matter, and they matter more than anything else, because that's all we really have is each other. But stop getting off to the side. Brento at Adventure Center has been awesome. I bought the BMW from him. He had it on consignment for another guy. Everybody that I bump into knows that other guy, and everybody recognizes his bike, and now they know it is my bike. You know, I kind of hope. But, anyway, Brento commented on Facebook. He said, "Hey, come see me. Call me. Something. Call me." He said, "Call me." Okay, so I back. Are you at the shop today? He said, "Yeah, till closing." All right, so I went. Actually, I went to the shop. That's the next video. Is at the shop, riding the Royal Enfield Himalayan. That's why I keep getting hung up on Himalayan. Anyway, Brento got all those parts for less than half the price in the aftermarket. Hi. So $460 some turns into $202. And those parts are on order right now. They'll be here in a couple of, well, they'll be here sometime this week, I hope. If not, they'll be here early next week, and I will go down and pay for them, and I will do a follow-up video putting those parts on. I don't have a center stand on that bike. The guy who owned it before me took the center stand off. He stripped it down, and I think he only used it as a road bike because it had no engine guards. I put those engine guards on. I didn't have a YouTube channel at the time, or I would have made a video putting the engine guards on. Highly recommend the engine guards on the 1200 GS, the boxer engines. It's really important. After having priced the repairs, if you don't have those engine guards, it's really important. Anyway, man, this is turning into a long deal, just this part. So, let's roll with this. Parts are on order for Brunhilde. They'll be here from our local motorcycle shop, which I'm ecstatically pleased that we got to get that stuff from them instead of from the other place. I really like the other place. They treat me really well. They get what I need when I can't get it anywhere else. I prefer to deal with my local shop, and you should too.
Hi, John.
Hi. That's the second cutest little girl in the neighborhood. My daughter's the cutest. Anyway, I put everything back. It's loosely fitted. The bike is red tagged. We're gonna just let it sit out for a couple of weeks. About the time we get the tags for Ben's bike, the DR200, is about the time I'll be putting the follow-up to this, where we are putting all that stuff back together, get the brakes on there, the rotor, all that stuff. I'm gonna have to get the torque specs for that rotor. The guys at Herwalt told me they would get those for me when I ordered them. I asked them, when I order those, can you get me the torque specs? So, oh yeah, no problem. I'm surely not going to ask him for those now that I didn't buy them from him. You don't waste a shopkeeper's time like that. I fully intended to order those from them, but half the price is a big deal. I made a comment about this the other day on a video, and I'm going to reiterate it. If you can, you shouldn't buy it online. You should buy it from your local shop. If the price is a radical difference, get it online. If it's a minor difference, you should get it from your local shop. I have not bothered to source those parts online. I'm not going to. My local shop's price for those parts is reasonable. $200, give or take a couple, is more than reasonable, and me buying them from him supports a local shop, and it keeps them running. And you watch the Royal Enfield video after this, that stuff doesn't happen from Amazon. That stuff doesn't happen from bikeworldplanet.com, whatever, .co.uk. You don't get that kind of help from those guys. So yeah, could I get them cheaper? I might. I don't know. I don't care. It's my local bike shop. So it's my local gun shop. This is my local bike shop. This is my local hardware store. This is where I can go to get this stuff. Get it for a decent price. Not a great price, but not an exorbitant price either. And keep them rolling and keep this kind of stuff going on. Those relationships that we build, they are massively important. So, alright, that's the end of this video. I'm going to edit all the other stuff I have into another video, especially the Himalayan thing. Totally dig that bike. I am going to skip out now, and I will catch you guys on the next one.